We have taken special care to make sure that the information in this guidebook is easily understood by all who will read it. The material and concepts described in the following sections must be grasped firmly as facts of a self-imposed condition that you, the reader, are faced with whether you are aware of it or not. This being said, we have spared literary prose in hopes of conveying to you our personal experience with unconscious creation and its harmful effects on our ability to meet our most fundamental needs. We request that you become willing to lay your conception of who and what you are aside. We ask that you become willing to surrender everything that you think you know and open your mind and heart to the information we are about to share with you. The suggested plan of action outlined in this first guidebook may be quite disorienting at first. You may experience feelings of hopelessness, anger, fear, bewilderment, or loss. You may feel empty or experience huge emotional shifts. These are all normal responses to the work. You are not alone. The effects of this work are dramatic and immediate. This book is a living guide designed to manifest powerful, transformative energies within you. These energies begin to operate on your behalf and literally reset your mind back to a place of neutrality. We make no claims nor promises to the exact effects that you as an individual will realize as a result of engaging this work. The only guarantee we make is that you will get out of this process exactly what you have put into it. This last statement rings true about life in general, but in the work outlined for you here, it's the law. Our primary motivation behind the creation of this material was to develop a structured plan of action which would serve us in our deep-seated desire to fulfill our most fundamental needs for love, intimacy, creative expression, safety, and comfort in our own bodies. The lessons embodied in Principle 1 of our suggested plan of action are designed to bring into your awareness many of the self-imposed limitations that you, the participant, have placed upon your living experience as a human being. This is Lesson 1, which covers the self-defeating belief aspect of unconscious creation. That's the feature of Principle 1. The purpose of each lesson in Principle 1 is specific and of equal importance. Right now, we strongly urge you to remain focused solely on the lesson contained within this guidebook. Please do not concern yourself with anything else. Please refrain from rushing through the work or tricking yourself into thinking that this is something to be accomplished. The get-it-done mindset is of no value here. You should also be aware of a prolonged procrastination to engaging this work. This is not procrastination, but rather resistance, which in this case equals further suffering. This resistance originates within your own mind and, specifically, in the exact belief system that you unconsciously protect and support to your own detriment. Just accept the fact that there is a part of you, which you created unconsciously, that is the true cause of all pain and suffering that you experience in your life. It is literally a glitch that must be released in order to ever really change your life and meet your most cherished fundamental needs. We call this glitch the unconscious character, and it could best be likened to your shadow self, or what is commonly referred to as the ego. This unconscious character is defective and built upon learned behavior, trauma, and false beliefs which are self-defeating in nature. It is the byproduct of creating your life from a place of instinct mind control. As you proceed through these lessons outlined for you in these guidebooks, you must have compassion for your unconscious character. Although it is only a mind creation, it is a huge part of your identity. It is very much like a hurt and wounded child. It was created in moments of traumatic interaction with others who were also identified with their own character of unconsciousness. It is not who you are, just like it is not who they were either. There is nothing to hide and nothing to feel guilt, shame, or regret over. These are useless feelings which will only hamper your progress. You will quickly learn that you hold within you a power greater than this unconscious character. This greater power lies within your own being. It is neither a god in the sky nor a devil who reigns in hell. As you will soon discover, heaven and hell are states of mind rather than geographical locations. The consciousness of our being is very practical and accessible. It does not understand good or bad. It is beyond the man-made realms of right and wrong. It is nothing more than a logical extension of the fundamental principles of love, which is conscious creation, and truth, which is cause and effect, which brings life and animate expression to all you see. A sustained, intuitive connection to this internal power will structure your thoughts and empower you in a very positive and life-affirming way. This guidebook will begin to facilitate within you a profound understanding of the cause of all negative effect that you have experienced throughout your life. This cause is not a psychological nor physical mechanism of addiction that you have distracted and controlled your emotional state with. It is not a person, a place, or a thing. It is your unconscious character, which is built upon self-defeating personal narratives that you protect as if they were your only child. This child that you have created within your own mind is not qualified to be your guide. It is actually very fearful and resentful of this role as it was never designed nor intended to fulfill. This character will be very grateful to be relieved of its duties as your unfit guide. As the unconscious character and its personal narrative are surrendered, your subjective will can once again be aligned with the consciousness of your being and begin to harmonize your thoughts and actions with a creative intelligence much greater than your finite, fear-driven character of unconsciousness. Out of this harmonious reunification will manifest a new conscious character, built upon the fundamental principles of love and truth rather than trauma and beliefs which are self-defeating in nature. This is as practical as it could be. You need only cultivate an open mind, willingness, and honesty to begin to surrender your investment in what you believe to be true. Out of this surrender, you will create a space to have a new experience beyond what you unconsciously believe you are worth. Finally, this is a one-time deal. Upon reunification, all distortions and inner confliction will lose their power to the extent that you would have to set forth to recreate a new self-defeating character unconsciously in order to suffer further negative effect of your own making. This process could be compared to a cancerous tumor which, through diligent and consistent treatment, has ceased to exist. This being said, it is not something you work at your whole life. It is a correction sufficient to bring forth a permanent shift in consciousness. This unconscious character, comprised of beliefs which are self-defeating in nature, will cease to be. Obviously, you may still be triggered in certain moments by external situations. You might even disassociate temporarily, but you will have the tools and objective viewpoint to not stay there as long. In other words, those moments of mild disassociation will not have the same power they once did. These triggers, which bring about a dark passenger, so to speak, are nothing more than moments of instinct mind activation. It is a temporary condition remedied through the power of communication and honesty. Expressing yourself in these moments takes the power out of the dark passenger and facilitates a recovery of consciousness. Upon recovery to consciousness, this dark passenger, as well as your instinct mind, will release control of the normally functioning rational and emotional mind. This automatically reestablishes an intuitive connection to the consciousness of your being. We do not have any intention of trying to limit the liability of your unconscious character through the removal of its defects. We have come to the profound understanding that this character of unconsciousness is defective. It is a creation of our instinct mind and a byproduct of our present location along our infinite journey called evolution. To put it bluntly, we kill the snake by cutting off its head through the total surrender of this misguided glitch of consciousness. This unconscious character is a defect. It is the queen bee, and all its defects are merely the queen's bees which protect her. Trying to release this glitch through systematic destruction of its defects is like trying to kill that very same snake by slicing off tiny sections of its tail, little by little. It would be like having the exterminator come to remove the hive and leaving the queen behind. Within a short period of time, the hive would be as strong as ever and possibly even more cunning, baffling, and powerful than before. It has been our personal experience that upon completion of this work, you will have liberated yourself from the bondage of your own unconscious creator within. You will have a new awareness of your thoughts and the effects your thoughts have on every aspect of your subjective human experience. You will have a new vision and ability to navigate through life in ways that you never thought possible. You will know what is of real importance to you and what is merely a distraction. What you do upon the completion of this process is totally up to you. This will only help those who have a willingness to help themselves now. This will only serve those who are willing to serve others. It can only aid you in the discovery of a personal truth if you are willing to surrender what you believe to be true. You can then begin to be of service to the powers of love and truth rather than a slave to fear and control.